they may feel very depressed.
Most of them kind of feel hopeless.
That was also stressful for them, especially thinking about the future within Hong Kong.
I think this is the problem of the Hong Kong young is different to stay here.
This is how young people in Hong Kong are feeling. So, what exactly are the problems plaguing our youth nowadays, and what needs to be done to help them?
My name is Bobo. I'm now an university student.
My name is Adelie. I'm a student right now.
I'm Crystal, so just recently quit my job. It's an animal care trainee in Ocean Park.
Hi, Javier, and I'm a student.
My job is the part-time babysitter.
I'm still studying.
My name is Ryan. I'm a floor captain.
I think Hong Kong people, especially the teenagers or the young people, because as we all know, Hong Kong is a fast-paced city, and so they under an unbearable pressure. So they have a lot of the things they need to do, and they need to burn the midnight oil to complete their work, or they will overtime to complete their work. So they may feel very depressed.
I think currently the biggest problem is probably the living cost and the rental cost, because you know that Hong Kong has a skyrocketing rental cost, and like they really spend a lot on renting a place, and it might even cost like half of their salary.
Nowadays, they allow the mainland people come to Hong Kong. It's decreased the Hong Kong young to having an opportunity of the job or learning something, and then because they need to have a competitive with young China people. I think this is the main point.
I've been helping some young students doing tuition in the past couple of years. I realized they kind of lack of exposure, I would say. So they don't realize there's lots of other kind of opportunities.
Hong Kong, I think, is the study problem because a lot of students will feel stressful in Hong Kong. Just has a lot of dictation and exam, and they need to face the DSE, and it will make them cross very stressful.
Young people right now facing a lot of stress because of the obviously the pandemic, so chances to have face-to-face classes at school are much lower, so they're having difficulties with their studies. Moreover, the political environment in Hong Kong isn't that stable either, so with all these movements going on this past 2 years, I guess that was also stressful for them, especially thinking about the future within Hong Kong is also another major problem that they might have on their mind.
I think actually young people right now, they're all thinking about their future in Hong Kong. Well, most of them kind of feel hopeless living in Hong Kong, or couldn't imagine like a good living standard in Hong Kong in such many ways. So I hope that young people can find their own way or their goals or their reason to stay in Hong Kong.
I don't know because I'm currently still studying. Maybe I heard some of my friends maybe hard to find a proper job because many friends told me that they are working, but their job is not really related to their major studying in the university. So I think this is the problem.
I know most of my friends that are younger than me are starting to work instead of like going to school. So they around 18 years old, 19 years old, they're gonna start working inside the bar, working in a bakery or in much easier place like a supermarket. So I think the problem is they should go to school instead and have a better education for the better future.
Help the young people to let them can have more opportunity for them to have a work that they want, because there is a very fierce competition in Hong Kong markets.
Yeah, I think there might be some solutions, like for example, to tackle the root cause of this problem is that you have to build more housing so that the housing would become more affordable. And I think the second way is that the Hong Kong government may provide some subsidies for the young people who is going to buy their housing for the first time.
I won't say the education system has a problem, but I realize there's lots of teenagers, they're spending a lot of books instead of actual learning stuff that you can work, the practical stuff that you can really apply into real time, real work. Because I've been working in the past 12 years, and I realized lots of people who graduated and then they just only focus on books and they don't really know what's the practical side, right? So it's more better for them to do more exchange. Like it's kind of like back in the days, there's like exchange students in the university or high school, so they can kind of share their experience and learn from it.
Maybe more focus in outdoor studying because I think always study in school and just reading a book is not a good way to study.
Actually, I don't think the government can do anything right now and even in the future. So I just recommend the young people in Hong Kong, they can do whatever they want in time meaning in Hong Kong and just remember where they came from and keep their hearts.
I don't know. Yeah, no idea. Because it's quite hard to solve this problem as a whole, I think. Because getting a degree is very common in Hong Kong, so that's why I don't think it can be solved thoroughly. Yeah.
Maybe lower the prices or having better wages. Because right now we're facing inflation. Everything is the prices are going up. Even the flat, the housing, that's the number one problem I'm facing right now. Like having a very small flat and then a very expensive one. Well, I think lower prices.
I guess they can, just implement better policies, for example, in controlling, especially the pandemic. As cases are rising, I guess stricter social distancing rules and maybe creating more opportunities for young people like us to express our opinions towards what the government is doing and